Welcome to THG News Today with Mervin Hanley. We are programming for Wednesday, January 15th, 2025. The news, of course, is powered by Carl & Son's Unique Bakery on the island of St. Maarten, with 3 locations on that island, in Colbay, on the Ponfill, and at the St. Martin's Medical Center. Let me say good morning to the folks at Carl & Son's Unique Bakery, the management and staff. Thank you for your support over the years. They're always logged on to THG News Today, THG Network. If this is your first time joining us, we ask that you please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe. That's the only way you're able to be kept abreast on what's happening around the region and in the diaspora. If you've been here before and you have not yet subscribed, please, I ask that you take the opportunity to do so and subscribe. For those who might have missed Monday's news, I say to you, we have revamped the schedule of THG News Today, and it's Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays where we will present to you news and a commentary. Okay? So please, that's a programming note: Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We begin this morning with news out of St. Maarten. Finance Minister Marinka Gumbs, in conjunction with Minister of Tourism, Economic Affairs, Transport and Telecommunication of TIAT, that is, Grisha Helge Maarten, will be exploring the possibilities of implementing overflight fees, charging airlines and operators that use the country's airspace as a potential revenue stream for the country. Gumbs said on Monday that the fees come from airlines or operators who often have to fly over multiple sovereign airspaces. They pay for the use of air navigation services of each country they overfly. This is an internationally accepted practice. In fact, many Caribbean countries such as Barbados, Dominica, Trinidad, and Tobago derive significant revenue from granting the rights to overfly their airspace, Gumbs said in her presentation during the start of the debate on the draft 2025 budget in a public meeting of Parliament on Monday. Our strategic location, the Caribbean, places us on the flight paths of many transatlantic and regional routes. By leveraging our geographic position, we can explore this new revenue source without directly increasing costs for our people, she said. Gumbs said government is looking at ways to increase government revenue, and this is one revenue stream that can be explored. It is, therefore, my intention as your Minister of Finance, in conjunction with my colleague, the Minister of TIAT, to explore the possibility of implementing the overflight fees as a potential revenue stream for the country. She stressed that her goal will always remain the improvement of collection efforts, both within the Ministry of Finance and by encouraging other ministries to focus on collecting all outstanding funds. Exploring new revenue streams, she indicated, will also continue to be a key focus, whether within the Ministry of Finance or in collaboration with other ministries. As Minister of Finance, my overall goal is to ensure the sustainability of our country and its financial future, she said. Now, news out of Charlestown, Nevis. The Windsong Foundation generously donated new school furniture to the Ministry of Education on Nevis. The Ministry of Education stated, "We are grateful to the Windsong Foundation for this gift, which will no doubt benefit our students. Thank you, Windsong Foundation, for your continued investment in the development of education on Nevis." And that came from the Ministry of Education. This includes the donation, 995 desks and 845 chairs. The Charlestown Secondary School was a major beneficiary of this outstanding gesture. The school expressed pleasure to the Windsong Foundation for its contribution to the educational needs of the island. This generous contribution arrives at a pivotal moment, providing immense support to our school community. By enhancing our learning environment, you have created a more comfortable and inspiring space for both students and staff to thrive. Your thoughtfulness and unwavering dedication to education will leave a lasting legacy in the lives of our learners. We are proudly grateful for your partnership and investment in their future. Thank you for helping us create an atmosphere that nurtures growth, innovation, and excellence, this statement reads. And the Windsong Foundation was established by, from what I remember, I believe it's the California-based Windsong Trust that is charged with carrying out the philanthropic wishes of the late Maarten Crowley, who left his entire estate for the education of children around the world under the age of 18 years in the need of educational assistance. And I must say, I have to say this, I must say that Premier Mark Brantley, he has had a very long relationship, professional or personal, with the estate of Maarten Crowley and the Windsong Trust. And because of that relationship, the children of Nevis have benefited. I know this is a similar arrangement on the island of Anguilla, but let me speak about Nevis. And this started, and I have to give kudos where it's due. And this started way before the premier was in office. I believe it was in 2009, around there, 2009-10, when Windsong Foundation came on the scene, or just before that. I stand to be corrected. And of course, we are seeing the fruits of what Windsong Foundation has done for Nevis over the years. I believe there was one time when the foundation donated a check of $50,000 to a private school, if I'm not mistaken. $50,000, and this was back in 2010 or thereabout. And so they have been doing stuff for the people of Nevis. Last year, I believe, what was it, a school bus or something, 2 of them? So we love that, and we embrace this from the Windsong Foundation, and for those who had anything to do with all of this. So kudos to you and thank you. Now, we move on to news out of Barbados. In the wake of a fatal shooting over the weekend, the Barbados Police Service is sending a strong warning to the gunmen and other criminals. The Acting Commissioner of Police conveyed the message during a hastily called media conference yesterday. Crystal Hoyt, she has this report, so let's give a listen.
This is not Barbados. We cannot permit that kind of behavior to be in Barbados.
That's Acting Police Commissioner Irwin Boyce, reacting to yesterday's brazen shooting at Rubis Curtin's gas station and food mart in Curtin St. Philip. He is also sending a stern warning to the perpetrators.
We are going to get you. The Barbados Police Service are going to get you, and we are going to get you sooner than later.
Commissioner Boyce says the 3 homicides in less than 2 weeks were all targeted, interpersonal, and intentional. What was particularly disturbing for him about the latest incident was that an innocent bystander was injured.
But what is extremely hurtful in this whole episode is the fact that an innocent gas attendant who was just there doing his job is currently at the hospital in a trauma situation, suffering from injuries as a result of the gunshot.
Beyond homicides, the number of robberies is also concerning, with 14 reported in the last 13 days.
I think last week it was that we had about 3 or 4 youngsters who just decided to start to rob people in the north of the island.
However, lawmen are making inroads, with more than half of them already cleared up. Stressing that the public has a key role to play in reducing crime, he made a passionate appeal for help.
What I'm saying to you today is that those people who are close and part of the family setting need just to be anonymous, need just to say to us, do this and do that. This is the information that is available to target guns.
Commissioner Boyce believes working with the public, the police service can get the current situation under control. Crystal Hoyt, CBC News.
That's Barbados for you. I believe last year Barbados's murder rate was 50. And already 3 murders for the year. Well, 3 murders thus far, 2025. And we're just in the 15th day, and they have had 3 murders. However, what I find very interesting is that Barbados, whether it's the government or the police, they have been very successful, or even if it's the media, they have been very successful in keeping the murder rate under the radar. Yeah? Just something I thought I'll point out to you, because we don't hear much of Barbados on murders, right? And finally, in our news this morning, out of Trinidad and Tobago, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley says that some police officers close the police station's door and turn off the lights to hide from criminals. Now, let me read that again from the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. He's saying that because right now they're under a state of emergency because of all the violence and gun crime. He is saying that police officers, they are afraid of these criminals, basically. That they close down police station, they close the doors, lock them. Mind you, police supposed to be there to protect. But these people, they close the doors of the police station and turn off the lights to hide from criminals. Give a listen to the Prime Minister, please.
It has come to my attention in some districts, some instances, police officers whose job it is to protect us and to secure us in some districts at night are so afraid of the criminals that they close the police station door, turn off the light, and be inside there hoping that the criminals don't come at them. That happens. Madam Speaker, it's not supposed to happen, but it happens. And Madam Speaker, the criminals come in front of the police station, choose it. I'm not speaking to you, I know you're happy with it. Madam Speaker, I'm speaking to you. Madam Speaker, when citizens identifying themselves as lawbreakers choose their place of attack to be in front of a major police station inside the city and to carry out an attack using the most sophisticated killing weapons, it tells you, Madam Speaker, that they have no regard for law enforcement in our society. And they benefit from the fact that the law is as protective of them as they are not as protective of us. We saw the outrage, Madam Speaker. We saw the outrage. And the population was equally outraged. But Madam Speaker, because this criminal element that's going on in our society is commercial enterprise, some of them attempting to hold territory, to claim districts, to label districts and to operate it as their fiefdom. They have to protect and then retaliate. So just as to be expected, when this outrage took place at the Besham Street police station, within a matter of hours, more murder and mayhem was planned and executed. And the next event was a shooting in Prisgaland, where 5 people were killed, 4 on the scene and 1 in the hospital. Or the other way around? But all them 5 dead. It's 4 on the scene and 1 in the hospital in one killing incident. And the weapon of choice, Madam Speaker, in these situations are assault weapons designed not to maim or to stop, but make sure to kill. High quality, high caliber weapons. So, Madam Speaker.
Can you believe that? And as I said before we played that clip, the police, national security, the police, the government, the Prime Minister, they took an oath to serve and to protect their people. But instead, it sounds to me like the Prime Minister is saying that thugs, criminals, have taken over his country and he has no control. That's what he's saying. It's a sad state in Trinidad and Tobago. But I look forward to the inauguration or the swearing-in of Stuart Young. He will take over from the Prime Minister, I believe, in March, I'm guessing. He will have that prime ministership for at least 6 months before the election. So we will see exactly what he does as far as trying to curb this crime situation in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, we've just concluded THG News Today with Mervin Hanley. It's a pleasure to be in your company this morning. The news, of course, was powered by Carl & Sons Unique Bakery on the island of St. Maarten. Do join me again on Friday. Remember, we're here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So do join me again on Friday morning for a similar presentation. Have yourselves a wonderful day, everyone.
Carl & Sons have been serving the people of St. Maarten for over 40 years. And the food and service get better and better. From early morning, customers flock to the bakery for their favorite sandwiches, cakes, pastries, you name it. First thing at mornings and last thing at afternoons, folks rush to Carl & Sons for simply the best. There are 2 locations, Coal Bay and on the Pondville. In Coal Bay, the opening hours are Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Saturdays, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Sundays, 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Opening hours on the Pondville, Monday to Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 6:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. We also cater for weddings, parties, special events, whatever the occasion. It's Carl & Sons. Our staff, we are always happy to serve you. Call us today, the Colby location, 721-544-2462. That's 721-544-2462. Or in Phillipsburg, 721-543-1059. That's 721-543-1059. It's Carl & Sons Bakery. We are here to serve you. Nevis, satisfy your sweet tooth at Feaser's, the cozy spot in Charlestown, known for its mouth-watering ice cream and dal parade. We are open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come in and sample our patties, sandwiches, air-fried wings with fries, hot dogs, rotis, and now our famous smoothies, in all flavors of course. And don't forget to try the famous bus-up shut and saltfish. It's Feaser's, located at the entrance to the Cotton Ginnery Mall in Charlestown, Nevis. They're also available by phone, so place your order by calling 1-869-665-2458. Don't ask about the rest, just try the best.